Hey Gemini, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I am Eve, and I'm going to show you two paths, the path of them and the path of you. Now, I did pre-pull an oracle card for you, Gemini, from the Fallen Angels deck, and you got card number 10, which is the travel card. So, there is some kind of there's some kind of destination. There's some kind of decision you need to make about a destination, some place that you are to travel to, and this card here basically says that you have to make this decision. You can't stay where you are. You have to choose. Like if you are being faced with the decision to go in one direction or another, whether this is physical or whether this is like a spiritual, like a direction within yourself, you need to make the decision. And there's something about climate. Like if this is a physical destination, then you are to pay attention to the climate. Like what climate best suits your health? Because I know there's, you people weigh in all kinds of things when they're making a decision, like if they're going to move somewhere or vacation somewhere or whatever. But, and even like if it's internal, even if it's internal and you're facing a direction of your life, there's there's an internal climate as well, and you're supposed to pay attention to what climate is best for your health. That's what this snake is here for. All right, so we have them and you, Gemini. We're going to do them first. And what this is a decision. Are you going to are you going to go like follow their path, what they're choosing, or are you going to follow a different path like your path? Like it's like what they want you to do, what you want to do kind of thing. Sometimes it's the same thing. Many times that is not. So, what is their path about? So we have the Knight of Swords here. This feels like a great idea. So they think they have a great idea for you, which is fine. And then, but inside of them, we have the Wheel of Fortune. There's an element of fate at play here. So it's weird. What I'm getting from this Wheel of Fortune is that they're supposed to present you with this idea like like it's fated almost, like they were meant to be part of your life, to bring this idea to you so that to force you to make a decision, to choose this path or that path wherever you're going to travel. And outside environments, we have 10 of Wands. Wow, so there's a lot of struggle out there. I almost want to say that they're trying to, like, that's the avenue that they're trying to get to convince you to go on their, like, go with their idea of where you should go, is trying to convince you that it will ease your major burdens, that it'll ease some kind of burden for you. But the thing is, though, with the Wheel of Fortune, you never know what you're going to get. Because the Wheel of Fortune doesn't see good and bad, it's just keeps on turning. You know what I mean? It's like, it just happens. And so, what action would be needed to take, like, on this path? King of Cups. So if you choose this direction here, this direction of like this person's, like whoever this is for you, them, their suggestion to go a certain direction, which they were fated, destined to bring this to your attention, with the promise to ease some kind of burden, it would involve you, Gemini, being extremely comfortable, like in this storm here, like during the travels. It's weird. It's like there's a promise of a burden being eased, except you'll be stepping, like once you step onto the boat to travel there, whether this is, traveling to a physical destination or something inside of you, there you'll have to get through the storm first. You'll have to get through the storm first. You'll have to be able to navigate this storm. All right, so let's look at you, Gemini. What the choice that you, like where you want to go. Like this is where they want you to go. This is where you kind of want to go. And you're trying to choose between the two. All right. So you have Nine of Spheres. So to me, this Nine of Spheres is appearing kind of like a motivation. You are completely motivated to make a choice. You know you need to travel somewhere. You know you need a change in direction, Gemini. And this is like, the Nine of Spheres. It's like the Nine of, what is it? Is it Pentacles? The Nine of Pentacles. So it's like, it's like something that you've worked up to. You've worked up to this decision. It's like a major choice point in your life, and you know it's here. You knew it was coming. So you know you need to make a decision. And so internally, we have Six of Cups. So what are you reflecting on? Because this is a card of reflection. Is there something from the past, Gemini, that is also fueling this decision? And is that the proper climate? Is that healthy? Is that healthy for you? Because the past sometimes needs to stay in the past, right, Gemini? That might be something to consider. And now externally here, Gemini, we have the Three of Spheres. Lots of spheres here, Gemini. This is all very real world, tangible things. And what I'm seeing here, Gemini, is that this is your decision alone. Because normally the Three of Pentacles is like this collaboration type card, this where there's, three people or a team and they're working together to build something cool. But this is your creation, Gemini. This is all you. This is all you. It's your decision alone. And this card, it's supposed to be like your environment or what's outside of you. And you see this very small figure right here, down here, pointing up at you. There are people around you that they could very well seem insignificant, but they have something to say, Gemini. You might pay them a listen because they see what you're cooking up here. They see this big decision that you have to make. Now, one of these could very well be this bright idea person here. Don't know. But there's something to that. There's something to this little person here that you might need to listen or take that into consideration before you leap into this big decision. It's like the details, like everything's in the details. It's like the little, sometimes the little things are the biggest, most important things, right? And so what action do you need to take, Gemini? We have Nine of Swords. Yeah, you need to ease your fears. You need to not be afraid of this decision. You're it it's unavoidable. It's like you can't stay here for long. The longer you stay, Gemini, the longer you stay in this period of indecisiveness, of not choosing, of not moving in a new direction, the more intense these worries, these fears, these anxieties are going to get. It's like you need to do something about your fears. So I feel like that's easier said than done. So how does Gemini do this? How does Gemini do this? So we have Page of Swords, which feels like a new idea, and then we have the Strength card, which is kind of like suck it up, right? There is some kind of new idea. It's like you have it already. Maybe that's what the past is. Oh, interesting. So on one hand, it's not always good to dwell in the past, but there might actually be a piece of information from the past that you've overlooked. That can be a source of strength for you to overcome this fear, this anxiety of just choosing in general, so that you can make the best choice for yourself. And Gemini, whichever path you choose, whichever direction you go in, whether it's an internal direction or external, I cannot stress the importance of this card right here, that consider the climate. Consider the climate. Whether if it's external, think about how the climate will affect your health. It just seems very important. And if it's internal, we're talking about your mental health, right? So think about how your decision is going to affect your mental health, where you go, right? That, to me, that is the most important thing in this whole reading for you, to choose where you're going, is consider the climate and consider your health. Whether it's your physical health, like allergies or whatever, like, oh, I can't move here because it'll affect my allergies or whatever. Or if it's like, I can't, move in this direction because, there'll be too much chaos and it'll cause me anxiety or whatever. You know what I mean? So think about your health, whether it's physical or mental. That's the key to making this decision. All right, Gemini, this is your message.